Hey, it's Kamisha from Sister Afia back with another video about mental wellness. And so in this video, I will be talking about our rights. Yay, our legal rights. So, um, people who have mental disorders have legal rights, and particularly if you're admitted to a psychiatric facility. Some people do not know that they have certain rights once they're admitted. Some people think once you're admitted to a psychiatric facility, you have no rights, and that is not true. So I'm going to share some of the laws that are in place. So, a national law is the Civil Rights of Institutionalized Persons Act, and this law allows the U.S. government to investigate government mental health facilities for problems of care and safety of individuals. So, if you happen, and I hope doesn't happen to you, but if you happen to go to a mental health facility that is run poorly and is not safe, you can support them and they can be investigated. So it is your right to be in a mental health facility that is safe and that is providing the care that you deserve. And if you're not getting that, you can call on the U.S. government to investigate them. Another common law, usually in all states, is the involuntary commitment and court hearing. So when you go to a psychiatric facility, and be mindful I interchange these words: psychiatric hospital, psychiatric facility, mental health facility, they're all pretty much the same thing. But once you go to one of these facilities, if you are involuntarily committed, so that means that if you are taken there against your will and somebody's like, you have to go, or if you're forced to go, then you can be deprived of your civil rights because you are detained for a period of time and confined to a mental health facility. And so even though your civil rights, you can be deprived of your civil rights, also know that you can have a court hearing. So if you're involuntarily committed to a hospital, you still have a court hearing that you can utilize. So if you believe that you were brought against your will and it wasn't your decision and you weren't informed, then you can testify at a court hearing. And in most states require that you file a petition to have an attorney present at the court hearing, which can be really difficult. First of all, because attorneys are expensive. The second thing is that it's hard. It's just very hard to do that. So you do have the legal right to take it to court, but you also know that involuntary commitment does deprive you of your civil rights. And some people don't know that. And so people who are involuntarily committed, like I was involuntarily committed before. And then in one of my videos, I was like, I signed some papers. I didn't know I signed them papers. And then I read the bottom that said I could have a court hearing. I didn't take the court hearing, but that was an option that I could have taken advantage of. So the reasons why people are involuntary committed is because they're likely to harm themselves or others. So if you are committing, you might, excuse me, my words are getting butchered. If you have a plan to commit suicide, then somebody could admit you to the hospital. If you are doing any behaviors where you're putting yourself in harm's way, so that doesn't mean like necessarily physically harming yourself, but literally doing behaviors that could take your life, those are reasons why you might be committed. And then you also do not have the functioning to make an informed decision about your treatment and to complete normal daily activities. So if you're not able to complete daily activities because of your mental distress, then that's a reason why somebody might admit you to the hospital. Or if you have a serious mental disorder and you're not able to take care of yourself. So you can be in crises and not be able to take care of yourself, and that can only be when you're in crises. And then there are people who this is how it is every single day, and that might be a reason why they're involuntarily committed. And then last, you also have voluntary admission. So if you want to take yourself to the hospital, you can take yourself to the hospital. And you can also leave not necessarily when you want to, but you have more leniency in when you can leave, and it's usually on average 3 to 5 days after you're admitted. And usually a mental health professional at the facility has to clear you before you leave. And also, every state has a patient bill of rights, and I'll also be including information about that in the description box. But yes, you have a patient bill of rights. So just like there's a bill of rights in the Constitution, you have a patient bill of rights if you're admitted to a psychiatric or mental health facility. So there are rights that we have, and it's important to know what legal rights are at our disposal in the event that we have to use them. And I hope that this information was helpful in learning about legal rights as it relates to mental health. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at info@sisterafia.com. I'll be including more information about these topics in the description box. Thanks for watching. Be well.